Hello everyone and welcome to a new episode of Disco Elysium. Last episode we came here, we were looking for the lady driver. And yeah, I will continue talking to these people and let's see who saw the lady driver. Let's talk to this woman. Let me drop a save here.
The woman is still hunched over the railing, her head swaying to the music, her eyes looking at nothing in particular.
Yeah, this lady is in heavy bad stuff. Snap your fingers in front of her face.
What is it? What do you want?
Alright, are you the lady driver?
Did you just call me a lady, Jerife?
Yeah?
She clearly doesn't think she's a lady. Don't repeat it.
Well, aren't you a lady?
The woman's malevolent cackling fills the roundabout.
I'm a lady like you are Gabriel Buenguerro. Only in dreams.
So you're not the driver everyone is terrified of?
I'm only terrifying to small children. And to those who used to know me.
Yeah, it's not her. Believe me.
Why are you scary to the people who used to know you?
Because they can no longer recognize the person I once was.
Then who is the female driver I was told of?
How should I know? Do I look like I spend a lot of time with the other communers sniffing around? When I have my movies to go to.
That's all I need to know, thanks.
Oh, Sim.
Okay. Let me heal myself because pretty screw. Okay, so we were missing only one guy. One guy, and he's the most awful guy here. That is this one. The other lorry driver. Okay, let's drop a save and let's talk to him.
Looking for something?
I know you're being giving me the run around. Fess up, where is the lady driver?
I don't know what you're talking about.
First, you knew Silent didn't do it. Just tell me which one's her lorry.
Listen up, fuckwits. You don't scare me. You cops don't run Revachol West. You don't run Martinez. You don't run anything.
So who does, the lady driver?
No, he means La Puta Madre.
Oh.
A legendary, and not in a good way,
Yeah.
crime boss from Jamrock. Controls what is probably the most powerful organized crime outfit in Revachol West. Looks like the lieutenant has a plan. Let him do this.
Yeah, him.
Cross your arm and nod.
Then I presume you are familiar with his peonies.
Yeah, they're his little bitches. He's got them all over the unions.
Not just the unions. He has peonies everywhere. Some say he even has them in the RCM. Dirty fucking peonies who'd do anything for him. Multi-ethnic drug addicts.
The lieutenant adopts a rodentine quality. Be cool, sire. He's getting into this.
Say nothing.
You're not peonies. You wouldn't be investigating a drug thing if you were.
No, of course not. We are not peonies. But if we were, and one of Madre's drivers were to be stealing from him, then it's a good peony's job to find out who that is.
He's surprisingly good at this. Not bad at all. Look at him lurching.
Yeah, this is amazing.
It's not a hard job. It won't take a long time. It won't make Padre Madre angry. But a stupid fucking racist is standing in the way, protecting this fucking thief.
I'm not scared of you or the mob. I'm under the protection of the Lorrymen and Carters Guild.
You've seen the corpse in the yard, yes? You took a peek. I know you did. Does it look like his friends protected him?
That's a good one.
Nah, you wouldn't just leave him out there if you...
He tries to light a fresh cigarette, but his hands are shaking now. The sentence simply ends.
The lieutenant turns and gives you a barely perceptible nod. I've softened him up as best I could. Now it's on you to finish the job.
Make him tell you what he knows. Okay. Half light. +2 clean blood, +use so use not cabin. Okay. Let's get right.
Men like this
Success!
only respect two things: strength and fear.
Show me her lorry right fucking now. The lady driver lorry, where is it? Oh,
Fuck you, I told you. I'm not gonna...
There. His voice grows smaller as yours.
I've been to your fucking lorry. I know where it is. Point to it. I'm gonna burn it down. You hear me?
Look, fuck you, man. It's some lorry down there. Green, banged up thing. I don't fucking know who she is.
When did she go away?
I don't know. I don't even know her name. She just rolls with the fleet and acts like a big shot. Some dyke, probably. I haven't even seen her for days.
Where exactly is her lorry?
Past the monument. Down there. The Green Temple. Now, leave me the fuck alone, okay?
Okay.
A small temple by the monument. Green. Let's get into that lorry.
Looks like he got his adrenaline up, too.
Okay, let's go. Oh, he rolled at 28%. It was amazing. And you, man, you surprised me, Kim. Yeah, I never imagined that you were going to do that. I'm happy. I'm super happy. Okay, by here, the green one. Okay, it's this one. So let me drop a save. Yeah, I never know.
This green found, A to Z, contemporaire, is parked in the shadow of the ruins looming overhead. It's seen better days.
Yeah, you're seeing that the car's design is like they have the engine here in the back and the driver is up here. It's a little strange.
This must be the one he told us about. Unless he was lying.
Try to peek in the window.
The glass on the side windows is tinted and covered with dust. You can barely make out the shape of a seat and two steering levers.
Try the door handle.
The door is locked. The handle looks shiny, like it's recently replaced.
How are you going to get this open, Kim?
Use the pry bar to smash the window. Open it from the inside.
Okay.
I don't know how good it is, but this investigation has taken long enough. We can't afford it to take any longer.
Okay. I need the pry bar. Where is it? Tools. Pry bar. Let's equip it. And let's equip also the lantern. Yep, let's give it a try. Let's save.
This green found, A to Z, contemporaire, is parked in the shadow of the ruins looming overhead. It's seen better days.
Okay, let's give it a try.
With a firm
Oh
grip, raise
man,
the pry bar.
I'm
A
on
glint of
fire.
light catching on the tip. Call down the hammer of truth and justice. Release your secrets, lorry cabin.
Let's smash it.
The window shatters and droplets of glass fly everywhere, shattering over the lorry floor and pavement.
Subtle.
Says the lieutenant and sticks his hand in the window like a common kerchief and then opens
The
it.
smell of cigarettes and perfume welcomes you. The cabin inside is plastered with old movie posters. Actresses smile from the walls. There's a radio transmitter in the front and a toolbox tucked under the driver's seat.
Send me the
looks
radio.
like the frequency dial is absent. It requires a key to work, but the key has been removed, likely by the missing lady driver.
Strange. There are so many radio stations saved here. Must be over 100 at least.
Why would anyone need so many radio stations?
For contacting an entire fleet of lorrymen, for example. This is all shortwave, UW and UKV. Looks like we are dealing with an impressive organizational tool. The nerve center of a huge operation. With quite a range too.
Is there anything we can do with the radio?
Doesn't look like it. It's completely inoperable without the dial key.
Okay, what is
The
this here?
smell of 1,000 cigarettes, some dead actresses, and a rusty old toolbox.
I made the
Under
posters.
These are movie posters featuring starlets from long-forgotten films from the 20s, the teens, even the 90s of the last century. One of them particularly catches your eye. A centerfold of an ingenue attached right above the back seat.
Let's do the center fold.
The actress is draped in a sheath dress, one of her shoulders bared. The faded remains of an autograph run across the poster. She's looking past the camera. This is Tip Tijon, a starlet from the dawn of cinematography, less known for her talent than her tragic, untimely death.
What happened to her?
She wasted away in a drug den called the Door to the River, not far from here on Boogie Street, a mixture of cocaine and morphine. She was afraid of the world and the camera, too.
Okay, enough of the posters.
The actresses and the rear
Check the
actor,
pedals.
all you wedge yourself under the steering wheel to get a better look. Seems like the few tools lying around here, a hammer, a pair of pliers, a rusty wrench, have been casually thrown there by the disorganized driver. But one odd detail does catch your eye. A piece of sandpaper has been glued to the throttle. Sandpaper adds extra grip.
It looks like the driver has glued a piece of sandpaper to the throttle to offer some extra grip.
Sandpaper? A novel technique?
The sandpaper will also rub the pattern of the driver's right boot, so
Yes?
he likes where this is going.
Do the honors, he thinks. Connect it yourself.
Oh, one of the footprints at the crime scene had an aberration. One sole was smoother than the other.
Which means that the missing lady driver was present at the lynching.
And also the one running the drug trade. What a handful.
We've identified one of the footprints, but there are still 7 to go.
He writes something in his little blue notebook.
The movie stars are still smiling from the walls.
Okay, pull out
Here's a
the
radio.
toolbox.
A metallic drawer slides out from the seat. It's empty, except for a folded newspaper.
Unfold the newspaper.
It's an issue of Petit Ferique from last Wednesday. A piece of paper falls out from its pages.
Pick up the note.
It looks like an article ripped out from a radio enthusiast magazine. Complex mathematical equations explain the basics of something called the Ulan frequency system.
The Ulan frequency system? I've never heard of that before. I know of FM, AM, UKV, but...
His thoughts trail off. Push the pull-out
The
toolbox.
pull-out toolbox slides back
close the door.
into its nest. You close the rusty old lorry door.
Great. I think we got everything. A word, detective?
He stayed waiting
Before
for
we
the
return
rolling
to
before
Joyce.
he returned to Joyce. Oh. Okay, we need to talk to Kim. So let me save. What are we going to talk about?
Alright, we've finished here. Let's quickly debrief and go over what we found, so we don't do it in front of the company rep.
Seems like something police will do. What do you think about all of this, Kim?
Honestly, I'm quite worried by what we've seen so far. The evidence seems to point to a rather extensive and well-organized operation. I'm especially intrigued by that radio transmitter, particularly the sheer number of stations it can connect. Looks like this alleged drug trade casts a wide net.
This means it's well funded. Technology like that, a major player must be financing
Okay,
it.
and now we are going to have a problem because, yeah, when money goes around,
I'm not sure what the Ulan frequencies are all about, but they may hold some significance. Perhaps it's a better way to connect between fleets while avoiding frequency bleed, or maybe it's used to tap into RCM networks.
what about the movie poster? How do they factor into all this?
As elegant as they are, I don't think they are relevant to the drug trade.
A lot of women there, especially for a lady driver's cabin.
Yes, well,
He doesn't say anymore.
Unimportant.
How do you think this is connected to the Onion?
we didn't find anything conclusive linking them to the smuggling operation. But somehow, I doubt that Everard Clare would be oblivious to something like this happening right under his nose. My suggestion is, we use it against the Union in any way we can, to our own ends. It's a slippery hill, but we just might be able to pin them down, indirectly, down the road.
Will the RCM open an investigation into
We
this?
should return to the murder case, see what Joyce tells us about the lynching. When we are done for the day, I call my station and suggest our narcotics department look into it. There are more than enough grounds to start an official investigation, sometime later when we are done here. We do not want to get caught in that.
He stops to think. What are you thinking?
The fact that one hasn't started already gives me pause. An investigation, I mean. Especially if the Madrid grouping is involved, and I can't imagine they aren't. It's certainly worrisome.
Corruption.
All the same, I don't like the idea of internal affairs descending on the matter. That won't help anyone either.
Okay, debrief over?
Debrief over. After you.
Yep, let's go. What? No, this is... Okay, this game... I have read some comments and people say no, the game is sometimes a little slow and the game has this and that mechanics, and I'm loving it. I'm loving it. Yeah, this game is amazing. Okay, I'm not missing anything here. I'm pretty sure I explored everything. I want to be 100% sure. Okay, Let's go back to Joyce. What? Oh, no. Yeah. I don't like you personality. I have to say I hate the people like you. You don't know if they are lying to you, they are actually happy for you, or they are just playing with you. Nah, you're the kind of guy that seems that you play with people. So Joyce, woman, I did your job. Open your mouth. Okay, here is the little child that want to do the graffiti. Okay, let me save.
You're back. Good. What can I help you with?
I spoke with the lorryman at the roundabout.
Yes, my eyes on the harbour have sent word to that effect. What have you discovered?
We have discovered enough to conclude for now.
Yes. And will you start an official investigation?
She's trying to conceal her excitement, but the slight glimmer in her green eyes tells you otherwise.
If there is an investigation, it will be part of an ongoing operation, subject to confidentiality. I am sure you understand.
Of course, detectives. In any case, you've held up your end of our arrangement. I trust you with the rest. Now it's my turn.
Please.
I wouldn't normally break protocol like this, but the situation demands it. If you don't solve this murder, I'm afraid we may have a bloodbath on our hands.
What was that about a bloodbath?
Yes. I'm afraid this strike may descend into a small-scale civil war, with possible consequences for all of Rivershoal West.
Since you are sharing, ma'am, this is also the RCM's worst-case scenario.
Then we're on the same page, as grim as it may be.
How the lynching and the strike connected?
I have an indirect role to play, I'm sad to say. My employer experienced a momentary lapse of faith in me. In that moment, they elected to deploy a private military contractor as an insurance measure. They called it my security detail.
Do you need a security detail?
Absolutely not. These mercenaries are muscle, pure and simple. They are meant to intimidate the Union into surrendering.
Who are they, exactly?
Crenell, an Oranese military company. As far as I know, 3 arrived in Martinez. They report to me sporadically, but they do not answer to me. To be frank, our relationship is deteriorating.
Okay.
They wear ceramic armor, have semi-automatic weapons, and years of combat experience. They also have trauma and stressor disorder, and no idea how to conduct themselves in an urban civilian environment.
So, what happened?
The story is, one of them, the Colonel, I don't know his real name, sexually assaulted a local woman while he was drunk and separated from his unit. This allowed some of the more militant Union members to subdue him. He was taken out behind the whirling in rags and lynched last Sunday night.
Oh crap! Oh, he's a mercenary. Okay, but then?
Nothing. Mr. Clare refuses to let me into the harbour. I have not been able to discuss this matter with anyone there. The remaining 2 Crenell contractors carry out their orders, for now.
For now?
It's a smokescreen. In secret, they are conducting an independent military tribunal into the lynching. Once this investigation is concluded, executions will follow.
What is the nature of this so-called investigation?
Whether to execute one, some, or all of the Union militants.
Oh crap. Maybe investigations can team up, you know, share resources and intelligence.
Surely you're joking. These people are killers. My only hope is that yours provides a single, concrete suspect before they indiscriminately pick theirs. Simply put,
She grabs hold the mainsail.
if you don't pin this on someone good and do it fast, they will identify and execute everyone present at the lynching. This in turn will force the Union to respond.
The débardeurs have over 2,000 men. It will be 1,000 to 1.
Have you ever seen a hornet invade a beehive, Lieutenant? It's not pretty.
The Serai's giant hornet, the world's second largest insect, can kill 40 honeybees a minute, while a group of 30 can decimate an entire hive of 20,000 bees in less than 4 hours.
These are trained mercenaries with all military training, and they also have psychological problems. So, man, You give them any weapon, and if they're two, they can take out 20, 30 people without any problem.
These men work in tandem using semi and fully automatic firearms. Their armor is virtually impenetrable to muzzle-loaded weapons, even yours. Most Union workers don't have guns at all. As I said, a bloodbath.
I can see it happen. Too many things will have to go wrong first.
Too many things have already gone wrong. Nameless, badgeless detective of the citizens' militia.
Yeah, woman, you made I'll let's do it to myself. You brought 3 mercenaries that are crazy here, and one of them got executed after raping a woman. What?
All we can do is keep that which is not from following suit. One single concrete suspect delivered into civil court, and I may be able to defuse this situation.
What can you tell me about Colonel?
Not much. Their public resume is relatively good, as far as private military contractors go. I believe they were once called Downwell. They boast a long list of clients: Saint-Baptiste, Welchman-Lorenz, Eintracht. A warning sign, however. The operations concerned all take place in third or fourth world countries. Guarding facilities, escort missions and such.
Meaning they're used to operating in war zones.
Exactly.
Yes. All the good conflict corridors, Supramundi, Yesut, the Seminese Islands, countries that don't have a good record reporting atrocious military conduct on their soil.
Okay, anything else you got on them?
Sadly, no. Before this happened, I had little interest in them. Now that I do, I don't have the resources.
She thinks.
If you still have access to the ICP's database, you could run a better background check than I ever could. It may take some time, though.
She thinks.
The International Collaboration Police, ICP, is charged with coordinating law enforcement activities in complex multinational investigations. Their database is the single largest source of information in the world.
Do you know a lot about the inner workings of the RCM and the ICP, man?
In my
Good
line
question.
of work, it pays to do your research. I was prepared to deal with the RCM. I did not think I'd be dealing with a group like Crenel.
Do you contact the company? Tell them to call them off?
I have. And they will. However, these orders take time to reach what is basically a rogue unit out in the field here. Until they do, it's all on us.
She's being truthful. She is pressing them as hard as she can.
Okay. You said the deceased assaulted a woman?
Or he didn't. This is information passed on to me from some teenagers loitering around the canal. I cannot testify by it.
Who did the passing on them?
The remaining contractors. Their tribunal. It's what they believe.
What did these teenagers by the canal say?
That the man was killed because he assaulted a local woman. I've asked around a bit. This seems to be the accepted story around Martinez.
The lieutenant consults his notebook, his eyebrows knitted in concentration.
Odd. We haven't heard any reports about an assault.
Yeah, it's the
in
first
connection
time.
with the lynching. Where did it take place? And when?
Last Sunday night, at the Whirling in Rags, the hostel by the gates. Supposedly, the colonel was drunk, maybe on narcotics too. Either way, he's alleged to have sexually assaulted a woman. Sometime later, a group of dock workers got their hands on him.
Who was this woman?
That's a good question, officer. I don't have the slightest idea. As I said, it's a rumor. About a rumor. In any case, it's what the colonel's remaining colleagues believe.
Remember that we have a woman in the hotel. He's the only person we haven't speak. We only speak at the start of the game, but he's the only person we haven't speak to.
You meet her soon enough, you feel.
Okay, this colonel, the one who was hanged, did you know him?
If you mean did I see him alive? Yes. But I did not know him.
You don't know how you know. It's not written on her face, nor in her voice. But she had sympathy for this man.
His name was?
Lely. His service name. A nom de guerre, most likely. He wouldn't divulge his full name. Only one of them did. A bad sign if there ever was one.
Tell me about the Earthers.
One is a man. Corty, they call him. A nickname as well. The other a woman. Phyllis DePaul. Corty is the gunner, I believe. DePaul is a radio operator.
Okay.
What would you say was his eye color? The deceased's.
She closes her eyes, trying to picture the man's face, then shakes her head.
I can't remember.
There's a pang of regret onto her
The
voice.
lieutenant was testing her, asking a small detail first to see if she knew him better than she let on. She passed.
That's alright, ma'am. Anything else? Nationality? What would you say was his age?
He was 40 or 50. It's hard to say which. He had a combat injury on his lower jaw. It made it difficult to estimate his age or gauge his facial expressions.
What else? Nationality? Accent?
He was Occidental, I think. Light brown hair, a mixed accent, Oranese, or Messinian maybe. His injury gave him an accent all his own. In a way, it was humanizing. He had to learn to speak through it. Through the injury. That's all I know, I guess. I only met him once.
Where are the remaining 2 mercs now?
They've gone to ground, as it were. I don't recommend seeking them out. For one, they're almost certainly armed to the teeth. They don't have the same respect for the Revachol citizens' militia as I do. To put it bluntly, they think you're vigilantes. Ghetto savages. It will not be a fruitful meeting.
We still need to know where they are.
You're likely to run into them eventually. When that happens, I'll be in a better position to mediate if I don't appear involved.
Okay, 92%. I have got 228s, is a 92.
One is obviously the scab leader at the harbor gates. The one chanting the idiotic slogans.
Yeah.
He's barely maintaining his
The big
disguise.
guy that doesn't fit his clothes.
The other has a vantage point in a building south of the roundabout. They were keeping tabs on you while you were canvassing the lorry drivers.
Oh, okay, so he's the good guy and the big guy. One must be the goon in ill-fitting work clothes by the harbor gates, the scab leader.
That may be so. I still hope you heed my advice. There's no need to kick the hornet's nest.
For all your talk of averting this catastrophe, the situation at the gate is a powder keg. Does this not bother you?
Of course it bothers me, Lieutenant. But my hands are tied. How would my employer react if it appeared I were intervening on behalf of the Union?
Your concern may be appearances. Ours is keeping the peace.
One is probably the one in the building overlooking the roundabout.
Would afford a good vantage point. In any case, it's practically inaccessible.
Where is your radio for contacting them, if I may ask? Do you have an earpiece?
Heavens no. I'm not an undercover agent. There's a short wave at the ship's wheel.
Nods toward the sloop's cabin. I have another question for you.
I hope I can answer it better.
How much time do you have?
Until the executions start? Truthfully, I don't know. It depends on their progress identifying the members of the lynch mob, and their impatience.
They don't report their progress to you?
Not on this matter. I'm afraid they consider this a personal initiative.
There is a brief of silence. Seagulls squawk over the bay.
It's a matter of days, not weeks.
Okay.
I am sorry to have been the bearer of bad news. If there is anything else I can help you with, please
No.
ask.
Okay, we're okay. We level up. Let me drop a save here, and we level up. I like rhetoric. Endurance. Yeah, I don't have a gun, so this one. Physical instrument is also good. Perception, empathy, but I like rhetoric. Practice the art of persuasion and your rigorous intellectual disclosure. Yeah. Let's give it 1 to rhetoric. And let's go. So now I'm going back to the hangman, and I want to take him out. Not kill him. More than he's like take him out, like yeah, unhang him. We have anything else here? I remember we have a door here. What? Why is auto-saving? Can we get inside there? No. And anything else? No. I can move my camera? No. Okay, let's come here. Let's go over here to the graveyard. to the yard. Sorry, my mistake. My mistake. And from there we will. I will try to take him out. That I pulled him out of the tree because he's been there for days, and I want to explore his body. So yeah, I did this, or I don't remember. Oh, what is this? How I can get there? Huh. Okay. Let's give it a shot here. Can I save? Okay, what do we have here? The ladder for the kids will hold the weight. Wouldn't hold the weight of the grown man.
There he still is, looking right through you with his white eyes. The body below is entirely dedicated to that corpse smell. Emitting it is all it does now.
Can I equip something? Like this one? The chain cutters. Let me drop a save here.
There he still is, looking right through you with his white. The smell is repulsive.
Oh, you're throwing up? Really?
Too late. It's until a pool of vomit lies under your feet and your throat.
It's
God.
okay. Happens to everyone.
Thanks, wipe
Keep
your
it.
mouth.
The hangover is clearly making this worse for you. You could use some ammonia to clear your head.
Okay, where do... no. What do you think ammonia will help?
If you can handle the headache. Some officers use it to deal with cadaverine odor.
Okay, where do you get ammonia from?
There's the fruit nearby. Maybe they have some in their apothecary. If they don't,
He points to a
there's
greenhouse.
a greenhouse here, and a gardener with a wheelbarrow on the corner of the whirling in rags. If she works here, she might have something for the smell.
Pretty clever.
Acquiring ammonia will provide a modifier to the white check. Modifiers make checks easier and allow you to retry them.
Okay, so that's what we need to do. Let's try to get out the lady here. Try to talk to her. What item I got? The lieutenant. Okay, I can sell it. I'll give him back. I can sell it. Can I talk to you?
Hello again, officer.
My
How are
partner.
things?
My partner told me maybe you have ammonia. Can I have some?
Sure, I'm done with it.
She takes a small capsule of her breast pocket and hands it to you.
Go easy on that stuff. It gave me a terrible headache.
Okay. Why you are going to treat people bad? I never understand that, like, in my life. Like, someone come and treat you bad and you think that with that you will accomplish something? I don't know. More being a police investigator.
There he still is, looking right through you.
8%. I will give it a shot, but I don't think this is going to work.
There he still is, looking right through you. You crack open the ammonia ampoule.
Success?
The odor of death is still stronger. It's a spell of the mind telling you to run, and your stomach to wring itself empty. With your eyes squinting, you stand in it.
Yeah, this was legendary. Do they always do that?
They do after 7 days, yes. We are deep in decomposition here.
Step closer.
The man before you is naked, but for a pair of underpants and enamel boots. His skin is greenish, marbled with decaying veins and blotched by lividity. A fading web of tattoos covers his chest and shoulders. The cargo belt used to fasten him to the branch above appears industrial in strength.
Inspect the boots.
The material appears to be ceramic. Its clean white stands in stark contrast to the decaying flesh above the knee. The man wore thick polymer socks, probably for padding. A fine array of interlocking plates covers them.
If I level up, my next point is going to endure. Yeah, I'm seeing that we are going to need it for some of this stuff.
Delicate and fragile, they feel alien to the world around you, out of place somehow. These are clearly not boots. They're armor, possibly part of a larger set.
These aren't just boots, are they armor?
Indeed. Technically speaking, these are sabatons, not boots.
Okay, what kind of armor is this exactly?
Ceramic plate. Zirconium dioxide, most likely. This is where the make would be.
Where?
Under the hill. Fair weather. Fair weather model T500 VE. I'm guessing that's vitreous enamel. This is advanced stuff.
What happened to the rest of it?
The locals probably scavenged it. It would be odd if he had more on after 7 days. We should keep a lookout for these species. The armor could yield information. This is one thing he might actually know.
Maybe he was wearing these boots and there was no rest of the armor?
No, I think he had something precious underneath the clothes. They had to remove the jeans and shirt we found to get to it. And this kind of armor is often worn under fabrics.
Nice. That makes sense.
He could have been walking around naked just like this for a while. No. Wait, if they told him to strip before they hung him? To demean him?
They usually hang them completely naked for that. La puta madre, the Mazda, the Besmerties and the like. This one still has his underpants.
Okay.
Fucking talking about underpants.
Clearly, Kuno
Shut up,
would
Kuno.
like to interject something here, but there's not enough for him to hold on to.
The material looks out of place here.
It is. It's expensive.
We already know why. The lieutenant draws a line into the condensation of the ceramic with his index finger. We already know why, because they're mercenaries.
We've requested similar material for our tactical units for years now. The constabularies deemed it too costly. In that time, we've lost 6 men to semi-automatics.
How much we are talking about?
For a full set, about 4 years of wages.
Oh,
For the
great.
northwest region of Revachol, an officer's average yearly income is 5,500 real, unadjusted for rank.
Wait, my yearly pay is 5,500.
Not too much, yes.
It's enough.
The lieutenant nods, wiping his finger on his sleeve.
How could this man afford so expensive hardware?
He worked for Cornell, like Joyce told us. This is military equipment
Yeah, remember.
provided by a wealthy security contractor with state ties, way above what we have.
Knock on the boot.
A small bell-like sound fills the air, like tapping on the side of a porcelain cup.
Sound fragile.
It's anything but. This material is a kinetic redistributor. It spreads kinetic energy horizontally, from plate to plate, dissipating it entirely. See?
Okay, for those that don't understand what he is explaining, if this material gets shot, what it does is the energy spreads all over the boot. So obviously the impact is going to be lower, and if it penetrates, it won't kill the person, or it won't hurt the person that much. Yeah.
Faint, organic lines cover the plates where they separate into smaller ones. These plates then divide into smaller plates until there are hundreds of them altogether, like whirls of floorboards. The design looks organic, influenced by highly resistant wood materials, like lignum vitae and ebony perhaps.
What does it remind me of?
If trees were made of porcelain, this is what their cross-sections would look like.
Run your finger over the
The
lines.
smooth, glossy surface fractures into ever more intricate interconnections, peaking on the right sabaton, where you notice the whirls are in the shape of a letter and number combination: E50, 100, 1000.
Okay, this is something. It looks like we are a serial number on the right sabaton.
Good. Can you read it to me?
It tips the driving ball points of his pen on his tongue. E50, 101.
We have a make and a number. That's something. We can use the radio in my kinema when we're done. Either station can chase it for us.
Okay, pull off the boot though.
This feels dangerous. Are you sure?
Grab the boot under your arm.
The stench fills your nostrils. As you push downward, an ominous creaking sound comes from above.
Stop!
The lieutenant voice is sharp. He looks at you with the boot under your arm.
Pig's gonna pull his head off.
Brutal!
Let go of the boot. Okay.
What's wrong with you, asshole? Why is he letting go, Kuno?
I don't know, baby. I don't know why he's such a
Officer, if I may ask, what were you trying to achieve by putting on the deceased foot?
Back off and look at the corpse.
The cadaver slowly twists on the cargo belt.
Inspect the belt.
The hangman's knot is pulled tight by the weight of the corpse below. Yellow, hard-edged polyester cuts into his neck. Above, a sliding buckle ties the belt to the branch. This is a steel-reinforced cargo lashing belt, big brother of the regular cargo belt. It's used for tying cargo under 6-rotor airships.
Don't ask me how I know, but this is a lashing belt used for airlifting cargo.
Airlifting? I thought it was used on lorries for strapping cargo to them.
Apparently this is the reinforced kind for air transport. My brain tells me so.
The local harbor uses 6 rotors to shuffle containers around. I get the sense they use whatever was on hand without paying much attention to not incriminating themselves.
We're assuming dock workers from the harbor did it?
Yes. The debrief we got from the Wild Pines representative appears to be solid too. A lynching is what this looks like. Our internal RCM brief said the same.
He looks like
By
you.
the way, when you get a chance, perhaps you should ask me to share the RCM brief with you. I'm pretty sure you've forgotten it.
Okay, they sure want him to stay up here. The rope is reinforced with steel wiring.
I was afraid it would be. Thin steel wiring, parallel strands. This makes getting him down more problematic than I had assumed.
How did they even get him up there?
A noose is one of those things that's easier to use one way around.
He points on the buckle to tying the belt to the branch above. Did they climb up using the kid's ladder? Point to the one at the side of the tree.
That ladder can't carry a grown man. I didn't see any splintering either, did you? I think they lassoed the branch, then pulled on the belt to close the buckle.
He makes a pulling motion.
Could be. The shape of the branch supports the theory.
Okay.
The cadaver hangs from
Inspect
the
the
cargo.
tattoos.
An intricate web of blue lines stretches across the torso, from the right shoulder to the solar plexus. Each time they intersect, a small white star is formed in their crossing. Hundreds of fading asterisks riddle his skin. Their concentration is highest around his heart. His corpse is marked by stars.
What will mine be marked by?
Alcohol and heartbreak.
Is this a map of the night sky?
Map of the stars.
He turns
I do
around.
see some similarity to astronomical charts. Great century Messinian, maybe. But this seems more particular. Customized somehow.
As if someone left out most of the night sky, filtering it through personal choice. The principle of this filter remains unknown to you. The thought dissipates, and you feel as though you were only half right.
I'm missing something here.
So am I.
A sudden ringing fills the air as the lieutenant pulls down the zipper of his orange jacket.
He takes a thin piece of milled aluminium from his coat pocket and pulls it open. Sounds like a sword being unsheathed. A small lens appears. Some sort of camera.
Let the lieutenant work.
Shit, Kuno! What the fuck is that?
This freaking kid.
An instant color camera.
He produced 2 metal cap ampoules on the click them into the place on the side of the apparatus. A thin slot shines there.
This is the first time he openly acknowledges the kid's existence.
I have only 2 ampoules, so nobody move. I don't want to waste one.
He points the camera at the corpse, peering into it. The lens needs to be adjusted then.
A sound, a shrill flash, followed by the breaking of a small ampoule of glass. You see streams of color pour onto the thick, glossy piece of paper, rolling out.
Yeah, man, if it's going to look like this, it won't be helpful.
In case we need it.
The lieutenant says and shakes the paper, letting it dry in the cold wind. On it, a color-perfect copy of the dead man's tattoo chest. Okay, what do we need this for? Okay, cool machine.
Yes. It is pretty cool, isn't it?
What do we need this photo for?
It contains insight to the victim's person. This was a man of physical violence. The story he wanted his body to tell was important to him. It is his letter to us. Now, if you could find someone to decipher it.
Can I have it? I should look it later, without the corpse smell.
Sure. Just don't lose it.
like my gun and badge? He hands you the piece of roll-up photo paper. He's no larger than a pack of
The
cigarettes.
glassy-eyed corpse looks by. His mouth mute.
Okay, look him in the eye.
His eyes are milky white and blind to the world, protruding comically from their sockets. There is no one home, just subaquatic terrors there. Dark brown hair grows on his head. His face is ready to explode from the organic processes inside. The death's head grin has passed. What remains is an unrecognizable mess.
I can imagine after all of that
Underneath
time.
the curdled meat there is an expression, not carried on his features, but below, inside, an expression of pleasure. This man was experiencing joy at the moment of his death.
Okay, we have a 72. Roll. Tell me who you are. Oh, we got it. Where have you gone?
Into the wild pale yonder.
Where is it then?
In the past. Way out in the west.
Okay, I can see you're gone, but who are you?
I'm a joke. Look at me.
There is nothing funny about you.
There is nothing funny about jokes either.
Who were you when you were alive?
A killer. A motherfucker.
I have another question.
Go ahead, Cobbo.
What is happening?
What do you mean?
I'm talking to you.
It's the power of your
Black 40 liquid started blubbing for his lips.
imagination.
Can imagine.
Yeah, man! Don't be
The
crazy!
type.
Inanimate objects and dead people can't really talk to you! Your wild imagination is doing this. Ask some more of those questions you love so much.
Okay.
He loves those.
Why were you feeling pleasure when you died?
Maybe I was getting my rocks off.
First, do you have to speak like that? No. So, you were feeling sexual arousal when they hanged you?
Do I look like an erotic auto-asphyxiation type to you?
No.
Captain Coppodromo, I fear we are drifting away, fixating on sexuality again. Let's go with a simpler question.
He didn't choke himself. You know it.
I hate you, you stink and you are boring.
Do I remind you of someone?
Yeah,
A
like
child
me.
born with Muller's disease, harlequinism, grown up miraculously.
A baby affected with Hercules.
You sure I got out of that one? Coppellini.
What do I love questioning so much?
Because you're a copperoonie. Look at all of them go. Do you want more questions?
Yeah, give me questions.
Here you go, you loony.
Is my name Rooney?
Fuck no. You're no Rooney.
Okay, Rooney is obviously not who I am.
Between you and me, your name is probably
Yeah.
Harry.
I feel like I've been getting a lot of Harry lately.
You might be onto something there.
What do I feel I forgot something terrible?
Because you have.
Enough.
Come back later, Corpo. Amuse yourself with my frank manners and my memento mori features.
Okay, how do we get him down?
Also, see me in your dreams.
Yeah, okay.
Are you sure we finished the preliminary examination of the cadaver? We might miss some of these things once he's done.
He stopped you to think the checks out. Okay, step back and have another look
The
first.
cadaver slowly twists on the cargo belt, his torso covered in tattoos, and extremities blotched pink and blue.
Yep, the preliminary examination is done. Let's get him down from here.
The steel-reinforced belt presents a unique challenge. I brought chain cutters, but I don't see a good angle of approach to the belt.
He doesn't actually think the challenge is unique. He thinks it's frustrating, annoying, and harder than he thought.
The cadaver is a good 1.2 meters up. Neither one of us can reach the belt without assistance. And even if we do, there's the question of cutting the airship strength material.
We could saw the
Climb up there
branch.
and saw the branch?
Yeah, it seems dangerous.
There has to be a less risky way, with less falling down of trees.
Maybe we can ask for help?
I was really hoping we wouldn't. The Union appeared to be suspect in this case. It seems like a dangerous route to go down.
I would really prefer if there was another way. These people might have an agenda.
Okay, let's
But
reconsider.
what other options? The corpse twists on the belt like chicken on a skewer.
Can someone else do it?
Someone else? You mean like the police?
Okay, you have a point there.
Sadly, yes. The whole RCM is out there right now, doing the exact same thing we are. Are we in a rush to help them? Not with this on our hands.
He covered his nose.
I know it's hard, but I assure you, the others won't come to help us. And we have a growing sanitary concern here. We need to get him down, fast.
Another idea, okay, maybe we could shoot at him down?
Bang bang time, pig! Shoot his head off!
How?
Where the buckle ties the rope to the branch. That's a good spot to aim.
There, the buckle holds the belt together.
Where?
He corrects.
Yes, I see. If the shot hits that, there might be a chance to release the belt.
Yeah, now we're talking. Entertain a Kuno with some shit.
They'll miss! The pigs will miss Kuno!
The lieutenant is undecided. On one hand, he wants to shoot some gun. On the other, it's an awfully stupid idea.
Yeah. Okay, I don't know. Maybe Berno.
What else can we do?
Let me drop a save. Yeah, let me drop a save because...
The man before you is naked, but for a pair of underpants.
Yes, we do.
Shoot.
He breathes out.
Oh yeah, do this shit!
Take the shot, Lieutenant. What's the worst thing that could happen?
I'll blow his head off.
Take it! Take the shot!
Yeah, take the shot. Kuno wants some of that shit.
Freaking kids.
Silence. With his elbow sharp, the lieutenant unzips his jacket and produces a light.
Man, if you can't do that shot being a policeman.
In the barrel, separates the scouring stick and gives the cartridge 5 tucks. That's a Kiel A9090 Armistice, mass-produced muzzle loader, ascetic, frugal, one of the most common firearms in the world. He then steps back and assumes the fellow's desk position, taking aim. The corner of his eye twitches. His finger is on the trigger.
Say nothing.
He's gonna fucking miss!
The kid's voice is drowned in a shrill blast that echoes off the walls of the surrounding tenements. A cloud of smoke slowly parts in the air as the lieutenant steps back and says to himself,
God damn it.
You miss.
He feels bad about it. About his eyes mostly. Just having bad eyesight. Probably from a young age. Whatever you do, do not console.
Okay.
Fucking idiot!
Kuno could have hit it easy, but then Kuno's not fucking handicapped, is he?
Try again, maybe?
No, we are lucky as it is. We didn't break anything, and the victim remains uncompromised. Any more mistakes could put us in an unfortunate position with the locals. We have eyes on us. I didn't do us any favors with
Okay,
that.
what now?
I have to say, it's beginning to look unlikely we can get him down without assistance.
Can I have the gun? I should try it.
It's bad as it is. Us shooting firearms like punks. Go ahead, I'm not stopping you. Just don't lose it.
They only have one gun!
No,
This is the sorriest pair of pigs Kuno's ever seen.
freaking kids.
Yeah,
Stop.
take it, you fucking banana boyka! Take it and shoot yourself in the mouth!
Hey, feel the weight
A
first.
cold piece of bakelite and gunmetal is surprisingly light. Your fingers fit right through the guard, instinctively resting on the trigger.
The fuck are you waiting for, Kuno? Tell him to shoot himself in the mouth!
The buckle comes into focus in your sights. You stand with your feet planted firmly in the ground and your left hand supporting your gun arm.
Why don't you just shoot yourself in your mouth? At least you won't miss.
No,
This
stop,
isn't
kid.
mere boundary pushing.
Okay, yeah,
There is a
hand-eye
true
coordination.
Suicidal rage in the kid.
Let me load the game. The quick save did. Load. Okay, we have a point here. And I'm going to give you 2 hand-eye coordination because we are going to need it right now.
You'll feel the slow.
Look, he's crying! You gonna cry now?
Okay.
Fucking fatty!
Oh, we got it. Okay,
The
we
buckle
got it.
explodes into tiny pieces, coming loose with a whir.
Okay, run. Okay,
With
continue.
your hand numb from the recoil, you look at the body slump down. For a moment, the man appears to kneel in front of you,
Okay.
looking straight at you, helpless, trapped within itself.
Who kill you?
Communism.
It takes a millisecond for the association to flash within your cortex. You have no idea where it's coming from, only that it's right. Then the rigor in his muscles gives up, and he smashes sideways into the spring mud, letting out a horrid stench.
Okay. You being police.
Ace is high.
The lieutenant raised his right hand, waiting for you to slap it.
The ace is high, a custom invented by the aerostatic brigades during the revolution, is used to celebrate success in Revachol, especially in sports. The gesture is spread across the world, despite the defeat of the revolutionaries themselves.
Slap it. Slap it. What are you doing? Okay.
The lieutenant takes a little hop to perform the customary salutation. Your palm hurts from the slap. It's precise and down to the point.
Oh, you're whining.
I knew these guys were
He's both deeply approval. Okay. What now?
We will perform
Yeah, let's ignore
a
the
field
kids.
autopsy and determine the cause of death. But before... Excuse me.
He needs to turn away from the
It
corpse.
looks like I feel like taking a break from the stench. I'm sorry to interrupt the jubilations here. Just a little breather before we do the autopsy.
Alright, give him back his gun.
In the meantime, we should try to interview Evrard Clare, the leader of the Union. Harbor property was clearly used in the hanging. The harbor just east of here. Getting in might prove a challenge, though. I would also suggest we interview Joyce, the Wild Pines representative. But we've already done that, so good for us. One down, one to go.
In this, the famous list of initial interviews.
Yes. And those were the interviewees. Let's go.
Okay. And people, I think we will continue on the next episode. So thanks for watching. If you like it, give a like, subscribe, and see you in the next one. Bye bye. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like, subscribe to the channel, and follow me on my social media. See you on the next video.